So you can begin again by everyone please closing your eyes. Don't worry, we're not going to do any weird religious things here now. But for my sake, can you just maybe picture yourself that you're sitting in a nice calm theater, the aircon's nice, getting you a nice comfortable temperature, and you see a nice orchestra coming in front of you. So you've got your nice string quartet on the side, you've got your brass section, and sitting back there you've got the nice grand piano sitting there about to give us a nice show. So I'm going to make use of this orchestra. You can open your eyes now. I'm going to make use of this orchestra that you've now pictured. You can keep it sitting there in your mind. And this is going to represent a mathematical ring. So you don't have to worry too much about what a mathematical ring is. You can just think of it as something that has elements that can act on each other in their own nice and unique ways. So the elements within the orchestra would be your musicians. So you've got all your different instruments that play. So you've got violin players, you've got your sax player, and so on. And you might have 50 violin players and 2 sax players. And I mean, orchestras can be whatever you want them to be, right? Depends how much money you got to pay them. So once we got all this, we want to try to see how complex of a sound can we make within the orchestra by only taking some of the musicians. So if I take like a small group, which would still be an element of musicians from the orchestra, say I take an upright bass player and a sax player, and now I look at the complexity of the sound. Well, in the spectral rank sense, which is what I would like to talk about, we would say this has got a spectral rank of 2. Okay, because I've got 2 different instruments playing. So 2 different types of categories inside my ring that I'm looking at. Okay, now the spectral rank concept is a nice way to measure complexity inside a mathematical structure like a ring. Now, a lot of the current research, which is quite rich as well, is based on the mathematical structures of Banach algebras. So I take a look at what people have done within the Banach algebra setting on spectral rank, and I try to see how can I extend this to rather work on a more general setting like in rings. More specifically, they're torsion-free rings, but we don't have to get into that kind of detail at the moment. So where spectral rank has been applied in real-world applications could be in, like, if you want to encrypt messages, for instance. You want to send a secret message to someone, you don't want other people interfering in that, so we go and we try and make a nice complex type of algorithm to encrypt that message. And there are many other nice applications, even in neuroscience, for instance, neuroscience has worked with AI to develop ways that they can do tests on brains, for instance, where they don't actually have to go and slice open a brain. They can just make an AI visualization, measure complexity by understanding the rank, and spectral rank at least, especially with that. So there are nice applications, and if I start generalizing all this work for the spectral rank, hopefully these generalizations can go even further. Obviously, with encryption, people try and break encryption as much as they try to create encryptions. So you want to make sure you can make it as complex as you possibly can. So that's another way of developing even further so we can have better security for that. But other than that, I hope you guys can enjoy a nice symphony of mathematics while you go to sleep tonight.